abot ang data!
Defeat.
GG, bro!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Sa dikitan, di ka papalya. Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome. Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Di abot ang data!
Defeat.
GG, bro!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Sa dikitan. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas dun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
All-purpose epoxy El General. Matibay na dikitan. Kahoy man o bakal. Kahit sa kompleto. Pwedeng imasilya. Kahit anong dikitan. El General, all-purpose epoxy. Posting El General all-purpose epoxy.
Shake the Monday blues away from your system, and we're going to be helping you do that. Start a brand new week, right? Join us here as we present to you our first game, actually first of 4 games that we have for you today. Welcome back. This is PlayTime Cares, Filoil EcoOil 18th Preseason Cup. And stand by because we're bringing you Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights going up against Lyceum of the Philippines University Pirates. And well, of course, we're happy that you could join us. Sabi nga, simulan natin ng tama. Monday, Lunes na Lunes. Pedri Santiago, kasama ko rito si Dino Lee. Idagdag nyo kami sa swerte ninyo para dito sa panibagong linggo na ito. Di ba, Dino?
Yes, definitely. We have 2 teams. Itong Lyceum has been in the Final Four since season 93. The only exception was season 97. So they've been a constant fixture every NCAA season since 93 na nasa Final Four sila. Itong Letran Knights, the past 2 seasons, they've missed the Final Four. So they're looking back after winning 3-peat from 2019, 2022, and 2023. They're looking to come back and get into the Final Four once again.
Kung talaga tutusin, marami kayo nababasa ng mga side stories and everything. And kami rin medyo, minsan nagugulat na rin kami kung nasaan na itong player na ito, nandun na pala sa kabila or something like that. Pero if you want to see more, Joel, join us for some more. Unahin muna natin pag-usapan itong Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights. So they open up, they were here during opening day, and they were able to come up with a win laban sa Arellano University.
In come from behind fashion, they were down as much as 14 points against the Arellano Chiefs in the second quarter, but they were able to pull off a win, a 4-point win in the last few minutes of that game. But this Letran Knights is incoming with a lot of talent this season, with Jonathan Manilili, Arthur June Roque, Mark Omega coming from Perpetual. So wala pa nga dito si Chad Gamat, and making his preseason debut is also Jimboy Estrada. So Jonathan Manili, he had to delay his rookie season dito sa NCAA because of an injury, but he showed out in his first game here for the Letran Knights in the 18th Preseason Cup with 21 points. Di nga nagmintis isa nga lang mintis niya. 3 rebounds, 7 assists. He doesn't look like a rookie, but obviously gusto nilang to clean up with Coach Alan Ricardo is their turnovers. They had 25 turnovers against Arellano Chiefs.
They are relying so much on what Titing Manalili could give them para rito nga sa Letran Knights, and hoping this could be a better season for them. And this is really going to be a very, very good preparation for all of the 10 schools in the NCAA group, kasi meron din tayong UAAP group kung talaga tutusin. Eto naman, ang kanilang opener, talo sila sa Mapua.
Well, they were up to end the first quarter against Mapua, but the defending champs took that game away from them, winning by 8 points. Lyceum struggled shooting the ball. They only shot 30% from the field, and their leading scorer from last year, John Barba, averaging 17 points per game, struggled mightily. Wala nga nag-double figure sa kanila. But one of the guys that played well for them is actually Joshua Moralejo. 8 points, 4 assists. So, based on the minutes that he played here compared to last season, I think Coach Coach Gilbert Malabanan has big plans for this kid.
Talo ko si Northcat mo lang, baka kung sinong GM yun, baka maging Grandmaster. Pero yun nga, I don't know if he's already present right now para dito sa kanyang, of course, second game nga ng LPU Pirates. But that's something that we are truly looking forward to. Basically, yun nga, yung ating matchup between these two teams are going to be going up against each other, and it's going to be happening after the announcement of the starter. So let's turn you over so I think venue announcer.
This is the PlayTime Cares 18th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup, presented by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. This is game number 8 in our NCAA group between the Letran Knights versus the LPU Pirates. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for your Letran Knights. Point guard number 11, Peter Rosilio. Shooting guard number 26, Jimboy Estrada. At small forward number 81, Elijah UC. Power forward number 5, Luis Tapeño. And at center number 23, Mark Omega. Head coach of the Letran Knights is Alan Ricardo. And now let us meet the starting lineups for your LPU Pirates. Point guard number 12, Josh Moralejo. Shooting guard number 20, Renz Villegas. At small forward number 3, Ato Barba. Power forward number 26, JM Bravo. And at center number 23, John Versosa. Coaching the LPU Pirates is Patrick Melencio. Our officials for this game.
Taking a look at pusopi.com starting 5. Para dito sa Letran, of course, magsisimula nga. Ito si Jimboy Estrada. He did not play previously for them. Mark Omega is also right now going to be the starter para rito sa Letran Knights. And as for Josh Moralejo, whom we talked about, is part of the starting unit naman para rito sa Lyceum, the Philippines University Pirates. So on we go! Kita nyo, ganado-ganado rin, ano? Meron tayong mga tambol and everything with really to make some noise.
Pre-season pa lang to.
Yes! Sila din naman nagre-ready. Naghahanda rin naman sila. And trying to fire off, talaga fire them up, rather, yung kanilang mga respective teams.
And I'm sure the excitement is coming from the Letran community, especially for this season 101, because of the players that they will have in their lineup.
In the meantime, here comes the runner. And the first basket here para sa Letran Knights, Jimboy Estrada. LPU, well, yung mga players nila from the bench are still standing up and waiting for their first basket. And their shot clock is going down. 5 seconds. The double teaming defense, it results in a foul. And napapalakpak yung mga players on the bench dahil Ato Barba is going to be shooting free throws and they might have a chance to sit down early.
Well, that's part of tradition of some of the teams. I think it started in the NBA, yung Los Angeles Lakers. Kailangan makashoot sila ng isang field goal before uupo yung bench nila.
Nagre-request yung isa lang dahil yun nga, that will pave the way for them to sit down.
Ato Barba.
Oh! Sablay yung
struggling to start this first quarter.
Well, you may mention nobody came up in double figures in that game against Mapua. Well, here's Ato Barba also missing the layup. And Letran Knights earlier, Jimboy Estrada opened up the scoring. How about this shot from the outside, offensive rebound, but lost it. And here comes the Pirates, and there's going to be a foul.
It's actually a good foul coming from Jimboy Estrada because we all know the LPU Pirates likes to run on the open court. And that's where they make a living. Kaya ako nabanggit yung batang GM kasi yun yung tawag sa mga players ni Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Yun yung initials niya.
Anyway, Letran, it's still 2-0 here. So I think first period, make that 4-0 right now.
And And that's what you don't want if your LPU is turning the ball over, leading to that easy 2 points coming from the new player of Letran, si Mark Omega.
I can remember him last year playing for Perpetual and he got hurt dito sa Preseason Cup. But right now, a lot of things have changed for him. The way he looks and the way his confidence is basically showing. Especially, syempre gusto nila maka 2-0 kagad, makauna na kagad.
Malaking bagay yun kasi in their mother league sa NCAA, double round robin ka eh. But for this one, preseason, it's only gonna be a single round robin. So, pretty much every game counts for you to have a top 4 finish in your group.
And that's going to be really a pretty good sight for them on what they can manage to do come the regular season. We're talking about NCAA pa lang, ha? Meron pa tayong UAAP group. At yung binabanggit mo nga, magsasalubong yan eh. Marami kasi nagtatanong, kailan magsasagupa yung mga NCAA tsaka UAAP sa quarterfinals?
Sa quarterfinals na.
Quarterfinals.
We will have to wait a little bit longer for that to happen.
Pabayaan nyo munang makita ninyo ng solid NCAA group at tsaka yung UAAP group. Lyceum, the Philippines University, and look at this, 6-33 has yet to score.
They had multiple chances of converting itong LPU Pirates, but they've struggled converting. Missed free throws coming from Ato Barba and a couple of layups.
Big Manalili off the bench, goes inside, the reverse, and it's now 6-0. When Salida adding up to the woes of LPU, who still are struggling to get their first points or point. Anything will do. At nakangawit na yung mga teammates sa bench. And another basket for Letran Knights. And forced to call a timeout na. Enough is enough. The agony is beginning to show here para sa Lyceum, the Philippines University Pirates. When Salida, a couple of baskets already here in the first period as they enjoy this 8-0 lead.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ng PlayTime. You're welcome!
And of course, back here at PlayTime Filoil EcoOil Center, 8-0 para sa panig ng Letran. At ang LPU Pirates has yet to get themselves on the board here. Let's see, they call a timeout. Tingnan natin kung ano magiging resulta ng timeout na yon. Benji Santiago with Dino Lee at his service. For the first 2 games, 4 kasing games natin for today, no?
And later on, the UP Fighting Maroons will be making their preseason debut along with JRU and San Sebastian Golden Stags.
Ayan, something to look forward to dahil tayo rin mag-cover na mamaya-maya, no? Yung JRU Heavy Bombers. At saka yung San Sebastian College sa Correctos Golden Stags. 5.5 remaining. So they call the timeout. Nothing is yet happening para sa LPU Pirates. Let's see who will give them the first basket. That play foiled. Three seconds na lang yung kanina binabanggit ng video na so 8 seconds to shoot. Ang bilis. Now they only have 2 seconds and they may foul. Reset na to 14.
Letran already with 14 fouls. So with your aggressive defense, wala na silang fouls na ibibigay because after that, LPU will be shooting 2 free throws moving forward.
And still, what happened? Matawag na ba tayo ng maintenance? Mukhang nakalimutan yata ang buksan yung ring dito sa kabila.
Nag-carry over yung struggle nila from their first game against Mapua where they shot 30% from the field.
More than halfway here in this first quarter. And nothing yet for LPU Pirates. They're going to give it another try. They're going to give it another go. There's the three. No, but it's a miss. That was Simon Peñafiel. Almost everybody had a chance to try to make a basket for LPU. Samantalang Letran, not that time around, of course. Subok rin lang. Elijah UC. Ball pick, they go inside. There was a shot block. And finally, Peñafiel making things happen.
Finally, nakaupo na rin yung bench ng LPU Pirates. After standing up for almost 6 minutes.
Siguro nga, pag upo nila, naramdaman nila, para malamig yung upuan. Salida continues to pour in the points here. He's got 6 already in the first quarter for Letran.
Salida transferred from DLSU. So, kasama niya si June Roque and Mark Omega transferring last year and serving their 1-year residency. But they're going to be making their debut in season 101.
And that's what we're talking about. Get a chance to preview what they can contribute to their new respective teams. Yun eh. Kaya meron tayo lagi nito. Every year naman ito. Talaga ito nagpasimula eh. Itong Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup na ito. As LPU has managed to come up with a basket. Of course, kailangan they have to come up with another. They go for the three. Makes it. Peñafiel again delivering to the whole 5 points of LPU galing kay Simon Peñafiel. A three-pointer na sinubukan naman over at the other side. Nope. Seven-point advantage. It was 10-0 bago naka-score ang LPU. Oh, sumusunod-sunod na yata. And that was Jonathan Daileg delivering a three-pointer.
They're on an 8-2 run itong LPU Pirates after being down 10-0.
That's how it is. That's how unpredictable things can happen. All you need to do is just get your first basket, and that's for LPU. Nabuhayan. The putback is in. Dialect with a couple of baskets here in the first quarter. Ganun lang. Dalawa na lang. Ito kabante ng Letran dito, Dino.
Well, nung pinasok yung bench players nitong LPU Pirates, mas kumanta yung takbo nila.
In the meantime, Filoil with a reverse, and at least the drought exactly didn't turn out to be so long para sa Letran Knights. And here, they managed to come up. Oh, the alley-oop right there.
Grabe yung Manalili, no? The way he's distributing the basketball to his teammates, he already has 2 assists. Didn't start this game, but nakita mo dito, he's looking to feed his teammates.
And we know that's only part of what he can do, the assist. Mamaya pupuntos na rin yan. Previous 21 points yun, di ba?
On 7 of 8 shooting.
Yes.
And may kita mo he's trying to draw the defense towards him, and that opens up shots to his teammates. Di lang nga na-shoot yung ibang pasa niya, pero nakita mo yung mga pasa niya, libreng-libre yung mga teammates niya. So you know, every team that they play against itong Letran Knights, nakatutok yung depensa kay Jonathan Manalili.
Not only that, of course, nagtitiwala sila sa kanya. So all you gotta do is just keep on moving. Makakarating sa iyo yung bola, parang ganun.
And I'm sure yung excitement sa Letran faithfuls after missing the Final Four for the last 2 seasons, nakita mo slowly building up para dito sa Letran Knights. May drummer na nga rin sila dito sa preseason.
Yun naman talaga yun eh. Si Coach Alan Ricardo, alam din niya yan eh. They have this very serious basketball program. Pero alam niya, there's also have to be an ingredient of entertainment to fire up the community.
And for a school like Letran, championships is your standard.
Yun pa isa dun eh.
And speaking of Coach Allen Ricardo, alam naman natin, prior to moving up to the seniors division, he went back-to-back with the Letran Squires. And one of his players was actually Jonathan Manalili.
That's Coach Alan Ricardo talking about him.
And itong ang si Aaron Buensalida, after making his free throw there, having a great first quarter. When he was with DLSU, prior to transferring Letran, he had a conversation with Coach Topex Robinson na parang feel niya hindi siya magkakaroon ng mas malaking opportunity with the depth of DLSU. That's why he got the blessing of Coach Topex Robinson and transferred to Letran. So he served his 1-year residency. And I'm sure he's excited also to make his debut for the Letran Knights in the NCAA.
Well, yung kanilang unang laro, he had 9 points and 6 rebounds. And let's see if he could outdo himself. Also with the kind of experience, things that he had to go through. Long distance shot that falls short here. And here comes LPU, down by 6 as of the moment. Seconds ticking away here in the first period. Looking for a foul, no call there. And for a little while, they were having a tough time, the struggle at the start of the game. And of course, Letran having their way and really taking their sweet time, scoring 1 basket after the other. Bago dumating nga yung pagkakataon naman para sa LPU Pirates. Nung nagsimula naman sila, they even were as close as to just being down by 4 points. And right now, matatapos nga itong ating first quarter. 6-point advantage para sa Letran.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
And of course, the story in numbers, kung meron ka dyan, Dino, no, para ma-explain lang natin, ang tagal na zero, and then nakahabol. Well, kwento ka mo para for yung mga league tuners natin right now.
But itong first quarter ng LPU, not really a quarter that they like because of their 23% shooting from the field, while itong Letran Knights almost 40%. So they're having a much better start than they had in their first game. And speaking of turnovers, they had 25 in their game against Arellano Chiefs. Itong Letran Knights, only 1 turnover in the first quarter. So that's something that Coach Alan Ricardo emphasized that they wanted to clean up.
And it's like every coach's dream naman yan, you know? Lessen your turnovers as much as possible. Yung iba ka demanding eh. Gusto walang turnover kada quarter. May mga coaches,
Yun, especially
mga
sa
coaches na ganun eh, di ba?
especially sa you can minimize but you can't like have 0 turnovers in a game.
And free throws brought to you by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. I have heard coaches actually giving out that instruction. Pero at least sabi nga nila, if you cannot be perfect, at least aim to be perfect. When you miss out, konti lang yung malibok.
That's why you have a preseason where
Yes.
you have an opportunity to fill it out prior to the start of the real season, which is the NCAA season 101.
Di ba sabi nga natin eh, whenever we are playing games here, one team will win, the other will learn. Wala
Exactly.
natatalo.
Exactly.
Parang ganun eh. Everybody gains. That's the fun part about it. You can see, of course, how competitive these teams are going to be going up against each other. But in the end, yun nga. Pero kung minsan, heated up games pa nga na meron tayong nakikita rito. And of course, in the end, medyo masaya naman lahat. And then they go down to really serious business in their respective leagues, UAAP and NCAA. Right now, Letran with a 9-second shot clock to work on here. How about that floater? They're still looking their way. And Silorio has got 6 points. Cyrex Silorio.
From the Letran Squires program. Kaka-graduate lang yan from he just played for the Letran Squires nitong season 100 ngayon nasa seniors na siya.
Ito naman yung process of being boys to men. And that's how we're seeing it, especially pagkagaling the high school program, you know, and nothing much has changed about going back to college to the same school. It's a 3 that really worked out pretty well that time. For Letran. Welcome to the second quarter. Once again, Benji Santiago and Dino Lee is doing this coverage. There was that shot block. There was another defensive stop, but Letran still managing to keep the ball on their side. Although after that rebound, chance. Oh wow! What a rejection!
That's Jun Roque
making his presence and announcing that he is already on the court. And then a basket at the other end.
Even though he hasn't scored yet in this game, you can contribute in different ways in a basketball game, and that's a big defensive play coming from Jun Roque.
As long as you can make an impact like that.
Who is making his debut also for NCAA season 101 for the Letran Knights. Coming from the Perpetual Altas. He was a season 99 mythical 5 and most improved player.
Well, for all our viewers actually who are enjoying our coverage and most probably thinking for themselves na parang nalilito na kami saan na yung mga players Actually kami rin po. We're trying to get used to it. And that's why we're feeding you the information Diba saan sila nanggaling, ano na nangyari, are they here? Pero pa nga, lalo na itong kasama ko si Dino, may mga hinahanap pa nga itong player na sa lineup na hindi pa naglalaro
Parang we're in a day and age na transferees is a normal occurrence sa collegiate basketball. I don't think we hindi ganun ka rami yung transferees 2 decades ago.
Well, things have changed. Is that part of basketball evolution? I don't know. And that's a good thing. Yun lang. We're just doing our thing here. We're just doing our work, broadcasting to the people who are so crazy about NCAA and UAAP basketball is they get to play here. That's and one. Aaron Buensalida with a power move, and he's already double figures here in the first half for Letran Knights.
Showing why he is a prized recruit of Coach Allen Ricardo. Already with 10 points with 6 minutes left in this first half. And parang fine-tuned na rin yung post-up game nito ni Aaron Buensalida.
Well, the things that he has managed to learn, pero syempre may mga ano na yan self-help to improve themselves. Samantalang LPU Pirates, who's really supposed to be carrying the load for them? Naglilipara naman itong mga players ng Letran Knights. Is it? Ayan, Ato Barba. But that's just his first basket here in the game.
Struggled in the first quarter. And also in their first game, 3 out of 16 from the field.
Remember that piece of sequence? He had a chance to give them the first point dahil free throws, sinablay pareho.
He had a couple of open looks in that first quarter.
And 20 to play. Sa ating first half. 7-point advantage para sa Letran Knights. Doing their thing on offense, doing their thing on defense. Fast break of the game brought to you by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito, but how often is that kind of play going to happen para sa LPU Pirates?
Well, that's something that they hope for every single game because they're a team that likes to play on the open court. Itong LPU Pirates likes to use their defense to force turnovers so that they can get out on the break. And that's their first 2 fast break points kani-kanina lang.
Simon Peñafiel had 7 points para sa LPU. Pero parang too easy. And Mark Omega getting himself on the board. Sabi ko, too easy.
Already 26 points in the paint for the Letran Knights in this first half. Mark Omega and Aaron Buensalida doing much of that damage inside.
Josh Moralejo, nothing they can do so much. They have been trying almost every kind of move again. Diba? Jun Roque, parang nagra-round robin lang dito. Letran Knights, they're up by 9 right now. Magdina, 36-25. This is already a double-digit lead. They had that chance also back in the first quarter when they were leading 10-0.
And that's also the first 2 points for Jun Roque here in this second quarter.
maganda na yung distribution of point production kasi para dito sa Letran Knights. You don't need those big names that they have to really score. Still, everything is being challenged here. Jude Roque went for another shot lock attempt. Problema ng LPU. Naghanap naman kami ng foul. Ano may tinatawag?
There was definitely contact there coming from Jude Roque.
In the meantime, Marco Pega underneath. Yung na nakabigwit ng foul. And there's really going to be free throws here. Si JM Bravo tinawagan ng foul sa LPU Pirates.
Looks like the referees are letting them play and allowing.
Pero you have to do it both ends of the floor. Hindi pwedeng isa lang.
You have to be consistent.
Yeah. Alam mo, binaon na nga kanina ng first quarter, nakabalik. Tapos mababaon na naman. Pero it's not that. I mean, Letran, sabi nga natin, marami laden with talents right now.
Especially the recruits they made last year that will be making their debuts in season 101. And itong Letran Knights, seeing them in person, they're looking explosive.
There's 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Look at this, no easy shots. Para sa LPU Pirates, ang dating ng depensa ng Letran sa kanila, iniisip pa lang. Huwag mo nang isipin, huwag mo nang pangarapin at huwag mo na ituloy. Still this double-digit lead, up 11. Shot clock is down to 9 for LPU. So take a look. It's a foul that's been called here. They have fouls to give pa nga naman talaga. That's the last foul na pwede nilang ipamigay. Inside the reverse, did not even hit the rim. Pero muntik lang makaagouch. Ato Papa.
You have to credit the defense of Letran scores on Ato Barba. Only 2 points in this first half. And if LPU is expecting to win this game, they need more out of him.
That time around, Mike Omega turns it over. He's really muscling his way inside.
And that has been the story nitong first half. Mark Omega and Aaron Buensalida. Minamama yung interior defense ng LPU.
Kumbaga, they're playing bully ball. Wala. Walang magawa.
Grabe bumangga. Itong si Mark Omega and si Aaron Buensalida. And I'm just looking at the depth of this Letran Knights. You have Mark Omega, Jun Roque, Kevin Santos. Tapos may Jimboy Estrada ka, Jonathan Manalili.
Grabe.
Malalim itong Letran.
Kumbaga sa isang music album, greatest hits and dating. Hindi pala si Omega. Si Colegio na tawagan nun. So they made a correction.
And I was asking one of the analysts for the NCAA, si Coach Martin Antonio, who he thinks is who is the team that's gonna be a contender come NCAA season 101. Ang binanggit niya Letran Knights at the top of his
But parang see for yourselves. And that's why that remark is that comment. We're under 2 minutes in the first half, 40-29. Grabe, already in the 40s. Samantala, itong LPU.
And mataas yun for a collegiate game, yung 40 points in a half.
Consider. may final score nga tayo in the 50s lang.
Eh parang hindi na binalik si Jimboy Estrada, no?
Yeah.
After starting this ball game for the Letran Knights, hindi pa binabalik ni Coach Allen Ricardo.
Yun yung luxury na tinatawag for Coach Allen Ricardo. He knows the talent of his team and siguro there are just some of those na tinitingnan niya yung mga players dito na hindi siya na-impress yung first game nila, although they managed to come up with a win and he's gonna give them a try. See, almost everybody that he's going to be fielding in turn out and churn out good performance, good delivery here. And taking a look at this, and this is Kevin Santos. He's already got 4 points. Impressive move.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas dun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
All purpose boxing and general. Matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal. Boxing, El General All Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
All right, not everything is turning out to be really that bad naman siguro, no, para sa LPU Pirates. And yung observation mo lang as, of course, this is still a double-digit deficit that they will have to contend with less than a minute. Pero size disadvantage, that's what I'm seeing as another factor to consider for LPU.
Because in this first half, Mark Omega, Kevin Santos, and Aaron Buensalida having their way against itong defense ng LPU Pirates, giving up 42 points in this first half. So I think more than their offense, they're just shooting 33% from the field. It's their defense on the other end na they need to be better.
They're leading in the three-point department, 3-1. Pero hindi masyadong marami yun eh. Na nasa second quarter tayo with only 39.3 seconds remaining.
Well, they have to disrupt the rhythm of the offensive sets ng Letran Knights because they're having their way so far in this first half. They're getting open looks, they're getting clean looks at the basket, and they're also getting out in transition. They already have 10 fast break points, and that can't happen if you're the LPU Pirates.
But we expect a lot of adjustment para sa panig ng LPU Pirates come the second half, but right now they will just basically start some holding off and of course some stoppage here. Yung binabanggit natin, the three-point shooting not exactly clicking naman para rin sa Letran. Oh! You gotta be careful with that basketball. Ato Bamba lost it. 9.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. And we are going into another timeout.
All purpose boxing and general. Matibay na dikitan. Kahoy man o bakal. Kahit sa kompleto. Pwedeng imasilya. Kahit anong dikitan. El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Boxing, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta! Yes!
Don't worry! The Unleash with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
9.4 seconds. Utilize the timeout that you still have dahil di mo na rin man magagamit yan later on. Pero of course, this is a 12-point advantage. Largest at 13, I believe, here in the first half. Para sa Letran. They fired a three. Can't get the three. And it's going to be a push, but there's still time. 5.7. A loose ball foul has been called here against Letran. Pero penalty na eh.
That's a bad foul coming from Letran. Because you're gonna give 2 free throws for an LPU Pirates team that has struggled offensively.
And that's with regards to the free throws also para dito sa LPU. They're 6 of 10. And over at the other side, flawless ang free throws on Letran.
7 out of 7.
Of that time, 2 for 2 naman para kay JM Bravo. He's got 4 in the ball game. That's 6 rebounds. Shot clock, or rather game clock here in the first half has just expired. They have been trying ang Letran. Pero siguro, pasalamat na rin para sa LPU na hindi nagkiklik yung mga long distance bombs para sa Letran. Pero inside, sabi nga natin, it's not just Omega. There's a lot of those players who can bully their way inside, and LPU is just seemingly helpless the way they started this ball game. Kind of cold when they heat up. Okay, they were still there, but at the end of the first half, down by 10, and LPU Pirates against Letran.
El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang PlayTime. You're welcome. PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now! Di abot ang data! GG, bro! Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang PlayTime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palaban sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC sigurado ka. Sa dikitan di ka papalya. Sa ABC sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
All-Purpose Epoxy. El General. Matibay na dikitan. El General. Kahoy man o bakal. El General. Kahit sa kompleto. El General. Pwedeng imasilya. El General. Kahit anong dikitan. El General. El General. El General. All-Purpose Epoxy. Posting El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palaban sa kahit anong dikitan.
Itong part na to.
si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome! Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Please, umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes!
Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now! Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
All-Purpose Epoxy. El General. Matibay na dikitan. El General. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal. Posting El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palaban sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC sigurado ka. Sa dikitan di ka papalya. Sa ABC sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
All-Purpose Epoxy. El General. Matibay na dikitan. El General. Kahoy man o bakal. El General. Kahit sa kompleto. El General. Pwedeng imasilya. El General. Kahit anong dikitan. palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang PlayTime. You're welcome. PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes!
Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now! Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang PlayTime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
All purpose. Ang boxing, El General. Matibay na dikitan. El General. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Sa ABC sigurado ka. Sa dikitan di ka papalya. Sa ABC sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang PlayTime. You're welcome.
All purpose. Ang boxing, El General. Matibay na dikitan. El General. Kahoy man o bakal. El General. Kahit sa kompleto. El General. Pwedeng imasilya. El General. Kahit anong dikitan. El General. El General. El General. All-purpose epoxy. Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
And of course, we just ended the first 2 quarters of play as we take a look at this ABC Tile Adhesive Sigurado ka dito halftime stats. Letran enjoying it. Largest at 13 will settle for a 10-point lead, 42-32. Benji Santiago, kasama ko pa rin si Dino Lee. Yung story numbers natin dito, Dino.
Well, Letran shooting the ball much better than the LPU Pirates, 41%. Plus 8 attempts pa sila dun because of their offensive rebounds and yung turnovers ng LPU na 6 in the first half. Lamang naman ng LPU when it comes to 3-point shooting, 3 out of 11, while itong Letran, 1 out of 13 for just 7%. But the difference right now compared to their first game ng Letran Knights is the turnover department. Only 2 turnovers in the first half. I'm sure malaki ang ngiti ni Coach Alan Ricardo after turning the ball over 25 times in their game against Arellano Chiefs. Pero nanalo naman sila doon.
Alam mo ko minsan yun nga yung binabanggit natin kanina. If coach are going to tell you, please, no turnovers, but managing only 2. So siguro talagang nasa loob din nila. It can be done. At tingnan natin, nearly.
Baka may kasamang excitement din coming from the players kasi nga preseason debut nila yun, which was their first game. And that was actually to open itong 18th Preseason Cup ay first game sila noon.
Ito yung key player matchup natin, all brought to us by PusoP.com. Catch all the games here live and free. Join now. Of course, Manalili, no points, 1 rebound, pero meron siyang 3 kasi sabi mo pinapapogi yung mga teammates niya. 2, 2, and 3 naman para rito kay Josh Moralejo. And we're still trying to figure out basically who can actually be a true leader para dito sa LPU Pirates. So many things have changed para dito sa Letran Knights.
Well, Jonathan Mananili doesn't have to do much because Mark Omega is doing his job. Aaron Buensalida is doing his job. Tapos may Kevin Santos ka pa, Cyrix Hilorio. That's why they have 30 points in the paint out of the 42 points that they have. So they've been dominating the interior, and I'm sure the coaches of the LPU Pirates without Coach Gilbert Balabanan, wala pa siya dito, ay yun yung point of emphasis nila at the halftime is interior defense nila because they're having the way itong Letran Knights putting up 42 big points in this first half.
Sabi ko nga kanina, the need for some adjustment is on the part of Lyceum as we get things going para sa ating second half. And it's Letran basketball to open up the third quarter. Take Manalila. That was a nice setup job. Di nga lang na-convert. Even previously, the coverage din natin, we have seen some players na talaga parang ayaw din talaga solidly ilabas yung laro muna nila. And they're nag-experimento rin sa kanila, di ba? Parang they try to come up with other weapons that they might be able to use pagdating ng regular season.
Yes. Mas mahirap kumuha ng rhythm dito for the players that will be part of the rotation come NCAA season 101 because coaches are opting to play all of the players they have in their lineup because it's the preseason. You want to figure out who deserves the minutes come their mother leagues na.
But Lili playing the outside this time, and off ball there's going to be an infraction against Letran. This rebound of the quarter brought to us by Bostik El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Five seconds to shoot. JM Bravo not able to convert, and here comes Manalili again.
What a What a move and what a fake coming from Jonathan Manalili.
He's having fun.
He doesn't look like a rookie.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Shot from the outside. Ayun na, Jimboy Estrada. He was the one who scored first here in the ball game. He's the one who scored first here in the third quarter. Di na nga naglaro no second period si Jimboy Estrada di ba?
Well, ang ganda rin ng nilaro ng ibang teammates
Everybody responding very well. In the meantime, somebody has got John Sosa. That's his first basket. As indeed the 13 points that they had, an advantage back in the first half was considered to be the largest. And look at Jimboy Estrada. This is brought to you by Jagnan Jagnan. 3-point shot pa yan. Manalili goes for the bounce pass, lost underneath that time. Wow. That has got to be the easiest basket for LPU.
Well, there were two Letran Knights players in that transition of LPU, kaso lumusot yung pasa.
It's Villegas na tinawagan ng foul. Taking a look at this. Sabi niya, ako naman ha, ako naman.
Si Jonathan Manalili, a smooth operator. Regardless where he is at on the floor.
Completes the three-point play. Making his first basket. Doesn't point advantage. Letran, bad pass in transition. Let's see how they're supposed to do this. So Luis Sampeno getting himself on the board. Bawal pagka ginamit sa Letran. Kailangan umiscore ka. Hindi pwedeng hindi. Iba-ibang pangalan iba-ibang pangalan na narinig natin
But LPU had multiple chances to score in their last possession, kaso wala talaga.
Manalili fakes, changes directions, a no look and everything. Pretty soon, they will learn yung mga teammates niya.
Kahit yung kakampi niya, hindi alam dadating yung pasa.
Exactly. Kaya nga dito na yan Dito nga pinag-aaralan yan Dito pinapine-tune lahat yan. Ato Barba tried to back it in. Challenged right there by Aaron Salida. Free throws. Barba only has 3 points so far. Free throws brought to us all by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Ato Barba splits it. Almost halfway here in the third quarter. Shot clock is down to 8. Jimboy, the step back, no, decides for the drop. Good decision. Omega, hindi naman pinahiya si Jimboy Estrada. 52-39. Turnover.
LPU is gonna challenge this the last out of bounds play.
There are just so much frustrations that happening para rito sa LPU. We're going to be waiting. They're going to be reviewing ang ating mga refs. Of course, nandun sila Deputy Commissioner Bert De La Rosa, si Coach Virgil, nandyan din. And who else is there on the table?
So far, itong Letran Knights playing a great game. Ang siguro ang ano lang yung 3-point shooting nila is they're 2 out of 15, but the rest
Ando po pala si Coach Bennett Palad.
Playing really well here.
Unsuccessful challenge. Somehow it adds to the woes of LPU Pirates. I mean, how formidable can Letran be? Yung kanilang panalo sa Arellano, to consider, parang come from behind lang. And now, ikaw ngayon talaga dominated mo itong kalaban mo.
Especially a team that came from a Final Four appearance in last season.
Tama,
So
always.
that only shows how deep itong Letran team, and they're looking like a contender from season 101.
Changing their fate, ika nga. And it seems to be a good sign here as we take a look at this best play of the quarter brought to us by PlayTime Cares, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes. Jimboy Estrada is going to be attracting a lot of attention from the defense of the other opponents. Itong nilalaro natin sa NCAA group. By the way, now it's scheduled. There's only one game sa UAAP group that's going to be happening today. Tatlo yung sa NCAA group at saka mamaya nga parang basically debuting ang JRU Heavy Bombers laban sa San Sebastian Golden Stags. As we take a look at this rebound of the quarter brought to us by Bostik El General All-Purpose Epoxy.
Well, mas marami talaga yung games ng NCAA during
Mas marami sila.
sa schedule because there are 10 teams, and for the UAAP only 7. So mas marami yung lalaruin ng NCAA games compared to the UAAP group.
That time around, Ato Barba making sure about his free throws. He's got 6 points pa lamang. Gonna be time. The quick attack and just can't find the hole. Hustle play, getting it back. Great effort, Letran. Seems like they're always 1 or 2 steps ahead. Kita mo na kahiga na nakakapagpasa pa, but shot clock continues to go down. They have to fire anyways. They will count that as a three-pointer. Jimboy Estrada with a buzzer beater.
I think all of his 8 points are coming in this third quarter. Itong si Jimboy Estrada.
Ayun pala ang strategy doon, Dino.
Hindi mo na gagamitin masyado
Isang quarter. Pagpahinga mo na isang quarter, gagana yan.
Picking up where he left off in his rookie season during season 100.
Well, everybody has to contribute para naman sa panig ng LPU Pirates.
And if I'm not mistaken, Jimboy Estrada was expected to be a mythical 5 member in the Rookie of the Year, but he was ineligible because he got ejected in one of their games. So, part ng rules kasi ng NCAA, pag na-ejection ka, hindi ka pwedeng, hindi ka na eligible for an individual award.
That's a very costly penalty, you know? And that's why you have to keep your emotions always in check.
And masakit dun is hindi mo na mababawi yun.
Kaya,
But I'm sure Jimboy Estrada is on a mission to prove that it wasn't a fluke yung rookie season niya for the Letran Knights.
and then this steal, and then this basket. Jimboy Estrada on cue, double figures, 10 points.
10 points in this third quarter for Jimboy Estrada.
Last break of the game brought to you by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. As we approach the 2-minute mark ng ating third period, this is basically a statement game that we could say from Letran.
showing the whole repertoire. Itong si Jimbo Estrada, making 2 threes, getting a layup in transition, tapos may pull-up jumper din sa mid-range.
Ken Caduya seeing action para sa LPU Pirates. 2 pump fakes. It's Villegas banking it in.
It's a tough shot coming from Cyrus Ilorio, fading away.
But I'm also taking a look. The great effort naman for those rebounds. They're still ahead in that department. And then the great presence of mind to react, to make a defensive stop at the other end. 59-45. Look at how it's turning out here para sa Letran Knights. Shot clock is down to 5 though. Kanina nakabasket pa, 3 pa nga. 1 second. Oh, yun lang, nag-fumble. Bola na ng LPU. Tuloy na lang ito. In transition, the whistle was heard. And that's going to be a continuation for Renz Villegas.
That's where the Pirates feed off of is the turnovers and getting out in transition. And this time, Renz Villegas having an opportunity to convert on an N1 play.
Most interesting lang kasi nga bihirang mag-turnover itong Letran eh. They only had 2 back in the first half, di ba?
But they picked up 6 in this
Yun
third
lang.
quarter. Ang ganda na ng simula eh. At pag nakita ni Coach Allen Ricardo yung stat sheet after the third quarter, I'm sure he will have a couple of words to his team. And you have to like how LPU is showing up in this third quarter. Kasi they were able to force Letran to 6 turnovers.
Tsaka nasa park naman. Oh, wow! Parang si Halliburton yun. Tumalbog pataas and then pumasok. Luis Sabenio. Look at this, oh. How about this corner 3 here? Oh, di ba?
Halliburton.
Halliburton-esque. JM Bravo.
And itong si Cyrus Ilorio, all around may poste, may shooting pa sa labas. Grabe.
Coach Virgil Villavicencio. Yes, good morning. Sabi nga sa'yo, everybody wants to start this brand new week looking fresh, looking relaxed. And of course, getting ready for the haul of the next few days. And nandito lang tayo. In fact, Thursday, meron tayo naka-schedule pa rin. 3 games naman. We're gonna be letting you know about that. Is that already final?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Speaking of Halliburton, talo sila ngayong game 3.
Well, they're still ahead in the series.
At their
At sa home court
nila.
pa ng Indiana yan.
Nanalo sila 2 sa New York. Natalo pa sila sa home court nila.
That's the unpredictability and of course the mystery and at the same time the excitement of playing basketball. Yung pagkas binabanggit natin mga Pilipino, bilog ang bola. Marami pwedeng mangyari. Jimbo Estrada, look at this, you know. He's just having a great time here.
That's the beauty of sports. There will be favorites. There will be teams or athletes that are expected to win. But there are also underdogs na hindi mo ini-expect na mananalo. Pero deep down inside of them, they know they have what it takes.
Yun talaga. Kung sa mga NBA na yan, talagang yun may mananalo, may matatalo. Pero sabi ko nga dito sa atin, as we just finished the third quarter, dito mananalo. And
Matututo.
yung matututo. Ayun. Well, there were some great strides and some great effort that we have seen from LPU, but Jimboy Estrada really waxed hot here in the third period. And basically, it's like his time naman to share the basketball to his teammates as they're really trying to build a great chemistry among them. And it seems like they're headed in the same direction, and especially in transition. Jimboy Estrada, he knows what he's doing. Let's see in the fourth, because that's still going to be coming up.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
So down to the final 10 minutes ng ating ball game later. The first of the four schedules that we have for you today being a Monday. And just in case you have tuned in, yes, in some parts of the city na umulan, kami rin inabot din kami ng ulan. Pero okay lang, nandito na kami sa loob. But we've heard about libre ba ang car wash mo, Dino?
Libre kasi nasa labas yung coach ko.
Ako din. Anyways, taking a look at this. Over kagad ang start para rin sa panig ng LPU here in the fourth.
They've been outscored in all three quarters. Itong LPU Pirates.
Cyrus Silorio, Big Ben, is actually displaying that he could shoot from the outside. That would really spell trouble for the competition.
They were 1 out of 13 in the first half. After, in the second half, they're 4 out of 5. So 80% from a three-point distance. So I think this is a perfect glimpse of what this Letran Knights team is capable of. A lot to be excited about if you're a Letran faithful.
What they are shaping up to be, yun lang yun eh. Something that, you know, the much awaited performance of Letran, a champion team in the NCAA. They know how to win ball games. Right now, they are in control, 67-49. Modest back in the first half with their three-pointers, but letting it all out here in the second half.
Out of 6 from three-point range itong Letran Knights.
That's how a dangerous team they could be. And actually going back-to-back wins, di ba?
They have a chance to go 2-0 and tie yung CSB Blazers.
Shot clock standard 5 here para sa Letran. Over just fell short. Here comes LPU. Well, as compared to their first game naman and going into this one, which is not exactly favorable din para dito naman sa LPU Pirates. Saan ang mga adjustment na kailangan din nila rito, Dino?
I think defensively, kasi you gave up 70 points to a Letran Knights team Kasi yung 49 for a fourth quarter, normal lang yan sa collegiate eh. But giving up 70 points, that's too much if you're the LPU Pirates. And alam naman natin, wala rin dito si Maclod Guadagna for LPU. We don't know if he's gonna play for them. He may not play for them kasi wala pa nga siya sa lineup. But it's a possibility he will be.
Wala pa si Coach
showing
GM
up.
din mismo.
Wala rin si Coach Gilbert Malabanan. But I'm sure he's watching this game and maraming adjustments na kailangan gawin for them.
I know. For the past couple of years, always in the top 4. And what has changed? It's one of those games when you decide not to look at the scoreboard anymore. Just the implementation and execution of the plays that they are coming up with para rito naman sa Lyceum Pirates. Hindi nagpa-pile up na rin yung turnover ng Letran.
And your main scorer from last year, si Ato Barba, only 6 points. 1 out of 6 from the field, 4 out of 8 from the free throw line. So the struggle continues for him after shooting the ball 3 out of 16 in their first game.
It's actually Renz Villegas has got 8 points. And it's also Jonathan Dialek, 8 and 7 respectively. Remember in their first game, nobody was able to come up in double figures.
And same goes for in this game. Wala pang nakaka-double figures for the LPU Pirates.
You see his 5th point. And how many 3-pointers already for Letran? They got 7.
6 out of 7. I mean, 6 out of 7 in the second half for the Letran Knights. So si UC joining the party.
3-point shot recorded, brought to you by Jangnan Hotpot. Hotpot ba? Jangnan na!
Kakasabi ko lang ng first half, how explosive this Letran Knights team is by the looks of how they played in that first 2 quarters. Kanina, yung ilalim nila yung gumagawa. Pero dito sa second half, pinakita naman nila, may shooting din kami.
And they're still in that progress of developing chemistry pa. Jimboy Estrada picks up number 3. And free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ba dito? Fiel.
First guy in double digits. 11.
Big 23-point advantage here para sa Letran Knights. Firing another 3, getting another 3.
Apparently, they can't miss.
I know. Jonathan Manalili sabi niya, hindi ko pa naman nakakalimutan umiscore. He's just trying some other things, diba? Making his teammates look good earlier. The no-look passes at his teammates, most probably trying to be aware of the next time around. A good challenge right there. Jimbo Estrada claiming he was fouled. Ato Barba for LPU. It's a push underneath. May tatawag laban sa Letran. This is what we're talking about. Yes, they can really shoot the lights out of our venue. All brought to you by Jangnan Hotpot. Hotpot ba? Jangnan na.
It started with Jimboy Estrada in the third quarter. Sumunod na rin yung mga teammates niya like Jonathan Manilili, Cyrus, Celorio, and UC.
Sa ABC sigurado ka. Sa di kita di ka papalya. Sa ABC sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka pa ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data!
Defeat.
GG bro! Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Still 5 minutes and 14 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Just reminding you, later on, JRU Heavy Bombers is going to be seeing action versus the San Sebastian College Golden Stags. And we're just trying to wind up with what we have here, LPU Pirates. One thing is for sure, this is, although somebody has managed to come up in double figures, pero parang they play better pa rin nung nakaraan when they went up against Mapua. That was more challenging. Pero right now, naliligo pa sila. Nagsupalpal dito. And Simon Peñafiel seems to be hurt. Is he okay? Let's take a look at this play. Pinagtulungan din siya that time. Oh, yun lang dun sa
The right side of his torso.
It's okay.
Kung si Buen Salida talaga yung bumangga sa'yo, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna most definitely feel it.
It's not much of the physical pain. It's more of the emotional and psychological. Rejected yung tira mo, Pinoy. And then they're still unable to score as they are down by 26. Santos, like everybody, actually in the same page here. The steal, the basket.
Everything clicking for the Letran Knights. Outside, inside, and forcing turnovers leading to easy transition baskets for them.
They are really having a lot of fun, and they're showing that they are basically developing chemistry, but they're going to be a tough team once they fine-tune it very well here.
All purpose boxing, El General. Matibay na dikitan, El General. Kahoy man ang bakal, El General. Kahit sa kompleto, El General. Pwedeng imasilya, El General. Kahit anong dikitan, El General. El General, El General. All purpose epoxy. Boxing, El General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palaban sa kahit anong dikitan.
Back in this ball game, and still have inside 5 minutes. It's basically a gimme already. JM Bravo with a basket for the LPU Pirates. Everybody's excited about what's going to happen, what we are going to present to you sa UAAP side naman mamaya.
And finally, a miss from 3-point range for the Letran Knights. They've already hit 7 threes in the second half.
Well, I was just telling them, mamaya ang NU will try to bounce back after their opening day loss laban naman sa youth. First time maglalaro at magpapakita mamaya ang UP. And I know a lot of
People are expecting them or are excited to watch the UP fighting Maroons with the off-season they had.
Kumbaga, what's new?
The off-season
What
moves.
else is new? Meron na talagang new, and there is still even more new.
And they've been trending ditong off-season with the moves that they made. They may had players that have left yung program nila like Lebron, Francis Lopez, JD Kagulangan, QMB, but they had other guys in return. Saka may mga nakuha silang big names in the off-season. But by the looks of it, this 24-point lead of Letran might be too much for LPU to come back in this game. But they have a chance to still execute in this final 4 minutes.
Siyam na 3-pointers made.
I think that's 8. Pang-8 na nila. Siyam sa buong laro. Pero 8 sa second half.
When they only had 1, di ba? Back in the first half. So now, okay. So umuulan ng 3. And Manalili is hanging on to that basketball near the midcourt line. Now he makes a move. Shot clock is down to 3. Bailed out. There's a foul. Anto Barba, look at this 3-point shot of the quarter brought to us by Jangnan. Hot pot ba? Jangnan na. Aaron Buensalida. Parang lahat pwedeng tumira ng 3.
That's what I was saying. Malalim itong team ng Letran Knights.
Hindi lang choice players. Like everybody can deliver from the outside.
I know a lot of people from the outside are expecting them to contend for a championship in this coming NCAA season. But I'm sure, tinitingnan nila yung pesa nila dito. Internally, they know they have what it takes.
Especially for the competition. Titignan mo rin kasi sino yung mga teams na talagang doon ka babase ng gauge ng performance mo rin. Kung ikaw ang makakalaban nila. Same also for the UAAP side. And this is also something that they need to improve on, ano? Ang LPU Pirates, the free throws. Two minutes and 41 to play. Manalili, hang time, tried to tip it back in. It's a fast break. Oh, that's challenged. It's a foul. Ayaw pa magbigay ng easy basket. Ito si Jimboy.
No easy baskets.
Paapat na. Parang gusto sabihin ni Jimboy Estrada, hindi ako pinag-usapan nyo kanina, samantalang ito si Moralejo, pinag-usapan ninyo to. O, tapos si Moralejo is only... He's got 2 points.
Make that 3 with that free throw made.
He's got
4.
85-62. Well, actually, there are most times na pinagbabasihan naman natin dito their actual average in the previous season of the respective leagues. And not only that, their output naman in their previous game. So, buti na lang. Pasalamat nga kayo. Masipag mag-research to partner ko eh.
Nahirapan ako dun sa lipatan eh.
Well, lahat naman talaga. Lahat naman. Ginulat eh. Nakakagulat kasi. So we're down to the ABC Tile Adhesive last 2 minutes of this ball game. And more convincing is the way they have shown here what they can do para sa Letran Knights.
I'm very impressed with this Letran Knights team. Especially itong si Buensalida.
So many. Kanya-kanyang diskarte eh. Kanya-kanyang impressive performance here. They can bully ball.
They can shoot from the outside.
Yeah, we've seen Manalili with some magical passes, some no-looks and everything. We've also seen si Jimboy Estrada, if he wants to be aggressive with his offense, he can do so. So many weapons. Batala, sabi nga natin, para naman dito sa LPU Pirates, they will have to take a look at this one and not let it happen again. Okay, so fine. A little improvement as with regards to some players already hitting double figures. Pero there's a big missing link.
And especially itong LPU Pirates since season 93, one season lang sila nag-miss sa Final Four. So the standard has been set for this LPU Pirates after their 2 straight finals appearance back in season 93 and 94. Yung nasimulan ni Coach Topex Robinson's nag-take-over dito si Coach Gilbert Palabanan. And he was an assistant for Coach Topex Robinson. So the standard for them is a Final Four every single season.
I'm pretty sure what they have seen here, they're going to be talking about it. At talagang kung hindi mahaba-habang usapan ang mangyayari dyan, talagang masinsinan yan. Sabi niya, mga other coaches na who would actually going to be talking to my players man to man.
And when you saw how Letran played here offensively, they were getting a lot of good looks in my opinion. So I think for LPU, defensively they have to be much more aggressive than how they played here in this game.
As they say, you set your defense. Walang malas sa defense. It has to be consistent.
Because 89 points is too much for a collegiate game.
Basically, individual stats na lang actually for both teams here. This is long, far over already, 89-69. And boy, itong Letran Knights showing they are getting themselves dead serious ready para nga dun sa season 101 ng NCAA.
Wala pa dito si Chad Gamat.
Ayun pa, may mga
Who,
ganun pa.
ang sabi ni Coach Allen, he will be coming in at the end of June. Pero yung mukhang di na siya makakalaro dito kasi patapos na tayo nun by that time. But he's a Phil Canadian who played in the recent NBTC.
Yeah, that's right. Yun pa, yung mga ganun, ano? Things are looking up and well and very, very promising para kay Coach Allen and the rest of the Letran Knights. It's like basically back to drawing boards. It's something to really take a look at seriously naman para sa LPU Pirates. They seem to have lost spirit somewhere. Yung fighting spirit na bawasan, malaki. Naibawas. And of course, defensively, they will have to come up with some new things, I guess. They just have to wait kung kailan din makakabalik si Coach Gilbert Malabanan. But as for Letran Knights, they have found some ways to make it exciting for the Knights in the upcoming regular season as it ended like this. Jonathan Manalili was basically having a lot of fun. 6-1-6. Ayan nga. And then 9-3-3 naman para kay Joshua Morahelo. Pero, of course, the most important thing here is the win para sa Letran Knights. And this time, even more convincing. And, yes, the improvement that we have seen.
Well, si Jonathan Manili didn't have to do much in this game because guys like Aaron Buensalida, Jimboy Estrada stepping up. Ito nga si Jimboy Estrada played his first game here in the 18th Preseason Cup. He missed their first game. But Aaron Buensalida picking it up at the start of this ball game for the Letran Knights, dominating inside. Kasama dito si Mark Denver Omega. Pero sumunod ng second half, syempre nagsikit yung depensa ng LPU sa ilalim. Bumuka naman yung 3-point shots nitong Letran Knights. 8 out of 11 in the second half.
It's like basically completing the whole ingredients of finally founding another championship-worthy team. And that's what they're building up para dito sa panig ng Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights, taking this victory laban sa Lyceum of the Philippines University Pirates. Well, don't go away because 3 more games are still going to be happening. And do stand by as we're just going to be taking a break. And then yung JRU nga at San Sebastian will see each other next.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
PlayTime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang PlayTime. You're welcome.